A sense of identity at menopause is a huge thing for women, or should I say, a lack of sense of self and identity. And this isn't because there isn't a natural sense of identity as we go through perimenopause, menopause, and beyond. It's because of the noise and the message, the false message from our dominant culture. So let me explain. The cycles of life are natural, and what happens in the feminine psyche as we go through the cycles of life changes as humanity evolves. So in 2025, we are being asked to reclaim parts of the feminine psyche that have been buried for generations because they are needed in the world today. And menopause is an opportunity to do this. The identity of a woman who goes through perimenopause and menopause is one not of youthfulness, which is what the society that we live in makes a cult out of, but is one of wisdom, experience, and natural leadership. That's where a woman is naturally going as she goes to her sovereign years. And don't forget, we're not going from maiden to mother to crone anymore. In today's world, we're going from maiden to mother, and it doesn't have to be biological mother, of course, it's just a period in a woman's life, to sovereign woman, where we have 2 to 3 decades of health, of natural experience to share in the world, as I said, natural leadership. And then at the end of our life, we go into our crone years. So these years are extremely important, not just for us individually, but for society. So we do have an identity. But as I said, this is pushed into the shadow by a dominant culture that makes a cult out of youth and an illness out of the natural cycle of menopause. So if you are finding it difficult to find a sense of self, to find a sense of identity, to know where you're going in terms of natural empowerment and a natural evolution, then I'm inviting you to a 2-part masterclass on holistic menopause. The first class will be taught by my collaborator, herbalist April Coburn, who will be teaching about the symptoms of menopause as signals to something deeper. And I'll be teaching the second class, which is introducing you to a spiritual aspect of menopause, which is the dark goddess, a beautiful, empowering ally who she too has been pushed into the underworld, into the shadow by our dominant culture. And it's time to reconnect